what am I doing now? Well, the cladding's all arrived, as you saw, and I'm sealing up the back 150 mil because it's very wet over here on the west coast. The specification says that you should do that anyway. However, I think these days it comes pre-done like that, but I'm putting mold seal on the back because it's the west coast. I keep saying that. I've never lived here before, but I know that we get over here we get 3 meters of rain per annum, so that's pretty damp, and I want to stop that dampness from any chance of getting into the timber and making it go mouldy. So I've used mold seal on the back, 150 mil up. I've had to do it very carefully because you don't want any of that on the front. That stuff's not coming off. She is good stuff. All right, let's get into, we'll put corner flashing up the corner there first and then start the cladding. Okay, well, the first sheet's always the most important one. You've got to make sure it's all nice and level, and then that sets you up for the rest of the sheets. So that took quite a while. You've got to stick to a screw pattern, which is set by the manufacturer. So in this case, it's 150 mils all around the sheet and 300 mil spacings on the nogs. So I've got to finish off my battens for a start, and then continue on. And it's getting a bit late in the day. Well, not too late in the day, but you know, sun's getting to that point where it's saying, hey Paul, you need a beer. So I'm going to stop for a beer. Barb's away. I've got to cook my own dinner tonight, so we'll be having steak on the barbecue and a beer. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, I just wanted to show you guys some progress. Haven't done much. She's been raining for the last, I don't know, 12, 24 hours. Well, it started raining yesterday, but yeah, who said build a house during winter on the west coast? It's absolutely teeming down. We're expecting 300 mils of rain within 24 hours. Let's go and have a look and see what I've done inside. Right, so back in the day, when I was an apprentice, you couldn't put bats in until you were clad, until you were watertight. These days you can, because the paper is supported paper and it's waterproof. So you can, so long as you've taped it up correctly and got it all nice, you can start doing the bats. So I've started doing the bats, inside jobs. However, things have slowed up a little bit because yesterday at 3 o'clock a really cool door came up on Marketplace for our back door. So I shot off to Westport, which is 2 hours-ish from here, just a bit over. So it was like a 5-hour trip. Got back late last night with this beautiful door. So that's going to go in our back door cavity. Okay, the weather's still a wee bit blustery, but it's definitely on the improve. So I'm glad about that, because now I'm outside just, I've undone some of the temporary tape and I've put my head flashing on there and taped that on. And now I'm about to put on the rodent strip on top of that head flashing, and then a castellated batten on top of that. So we're nearly done prepping this wall. It's fairly involved prepping for shadow clad. Got to have blocks and lots of nailing, because yeah, all that nailing around the edges that you have to do, 150 mils per nail, screw, whatever you're using, and you got to do 300 centers down the middle of the sheet. All right, the place is a bit of a bomb site at the moment. End of the day, sun's starting to go down, and I just thought I'd show you the cladding. It's not finished yet, but we're a long way through it now. So here we are there. We've got the flashing on top of that one. Still got some battens to put up the top there, and then finish that off. And then around the other side, I thought I'd show you the amount of work that goes into putting on all the cavity battens before you can put the shadow clad on. There's a lot of work in it. It's pretty involved. Same on this side. I haven't finished up the top there, but there's double rows and blocks and all sorts of stuff going on there. So you'll be looking at that going, hey, but hang on a minute, some of those blocks are crooked. They're all over the show, mate. And you'd be right. And the reason for that is because if any water does happen to get down into the cavity and land on those battens, then there's a slope and it can run off the batten and carry on running down. Even if it hit that one, there's a slope. It'll carry on running down, down, and out the holes at the bottom in the cavity strip, in the cavity closer. And that way, water, if it just did happen to get in there somehow, we're really hoping that it doesn't. Oh, and I put this new door in too, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's a door we got a bit of a bargain on when I drove up to Westport and grabbed that. As I said, there's still a few battens to finish off up here, and then we clad that, put that flashing strip that you saw on the other side on, and then put a barge board on, and then our flashings on. So barge board's going all the way around the top there, and yeah, we're well into it. Should be close to finishing tomorrow, the cladding, hopefully. Yeah, this is quite exciting, isn't it? Barb's been out today looking at colours for the shadow clad to be stained, so it's getting exciting. We've got Karaka frames on our windows, and we've chosen a colour, but you'll just have to wait and see what that is. Barbara and Duke are soaking up the rays. So as the sun starts to set, Barbara's helping tidy up, and we'll be going to, as usual, have a few refreshments at the end of the day and watch the sun go down. You got a stick, Duke? That's a tiny stick. Do you want me to throw that? Tiny.